premier golf tournament is coming to Windsor, after City Council voted Monday to contribute $120,000 over 3 years to the Mackenzie Tour stop at the Ambassador Golf Club. "I just can't see not going for this," Ward 10 country Paul Borelli said leading up to a 7-4 recorded vote on the funding, part of the city's push to promote sports tourism. "I believe that sports tourism is extremely important. We either subscribe to it and we're into sports tourism or we're not." A report from the city's sports tourism officer Samantha Magala says the 6-day event by the PGA Tour Canada's Mackenzie Tour could generate an economic impact of $2.5 million to the host city. The Hospice of Windsor in Essex County will receive donations totaling at least $100,000, council was told. "I think it's a no-brainer," Borelli said. "Why are we arguing?" The four opposing the contribution were councillors John Elliott, Fred Francis, Chris Holt, and Reno Bordelon. Elliott said he would have liked the tournament located at the city's Roseland Golf Course, and Francis said the tournament should get its funding from sponsors other than city taxpayers. Tour Vice President Scott Pritchard told councillors that without the city's support, it would be very difficult to hold the tournament in Windsor. This year's event is scheduled for July 2nd to 8th. He said there's been a great deal of support for the Windsor Tour stop. Ambassador owner Jenny Coco has stepped up to offer her course for no fee, when the tour usually pays a fee between $40,000 and $70,000, and 5 founding partners have already signed on to help sponsor the event, including the golf course, the WFCU, Cipher Systems, Sunbright Foods and the Farhi Group. "We're asking the City of Windsor to come on board as the 6th, said Pritchard, who said the tournament is tentatively called the Windsor Championship, formerly known as the Canadian Tour. The Mackenzie Tour is one of 3 tours, along with PGA Tours in Latin America and China, where players compete to take the next step to the full-fledged PGA Tour. It's been growing since 2013, with tournaments held in such cities as Ottawa, Saskatoon, Calgary, Thunder Bay, Edmonton, Vancouver, and London. About 150 players would be in Windsor over 6 days, plus 90 more for 2 of those days, according to the report. The $120,000 will be divided up, with $50,000 paid this year, $40,000 in 2019 and $30,000 in 2020. The tour had requested $210,000 but Magala said she was recommending the lesser amount. "It's a modest 3-year investment, with the City of Windsor just one of 6 contributors," said country Eric Kuzmir-Syke. "It is an example of smart sports tourism and therefore I will support it." The tour last came to Windsor in 2012, when it was called the Canadian Tour. It was held at Roseland but Pritchard said Roseland is too physically constrained, particularly at its driving range, to host the event this year. In December, Windsor was chosen to host the 2022 Can-Am Police Fire Games, a sports tourism event that will cost the city $580,000 but is predicted by tourism officials to pump $5 million to $10 million into the economy. Cross at Post Media.